Hello, second graders. Welcome to a new topic in our math. Today, we're going to start with topic 15. That's our last topic for this year. So in this lesson, we will be learning about graph and data. So let's start. Please open your book, page 641. Let's start.
Find 4 objects that are each shorter than 9 inches. Measure the length of each object to the nearest inch. Record the measurements in the table. Then plot the data on the number line. Which object is longest? Which is shortest?
All right. So we're using graph data today. We're going to start with objects that are shorter than 9 inch, and that's that measurement that we're going to compare with. So we could look for paper clips, we can go for eraser, pen, pencil, crayons, whatever you have that it's smaller than 9 inches. And then we're going to measure it, and we're going to put first the name of the object that we measure, and then the measurement or the length of this object. So of course, if we have a paper clip, they come in different size. It could be the small one or the bigger one. So it could be an inch long, or it could be 2 inches. Then we have erasers. I'm just giving you an examples of objects that you could have with you in your stationery box. Then after that, we're gonna plot the length, which is like put a mark using the number line of or the numbers of inches in this small measurement thing. All right, let's watch our video.
What are different ways to display data? Let's find out. What is being measured in the picture?
We have a glue sticks. So it's a glue stick, and as we see, the measurements show that it's 2 inches long.
The length of the glue stick is being measured. How long is the glue stick? The glue stick is 2 inches long. You can use a table to record the measurement data. What are the labels at the top of the table? The labels are object and length in inches. What do the numbers in the table tell you? The numbers tell you the length of each object in inches.
Select your answer.
All right, so the numbers tell you the length of each object in lengths. So number of objects or the length of objects? The length of objects.
You can make a line plot to show the data. Place a dot over the number that shows each length.
Okay, so for this examples we have, these are the objects that we're gonna measure it. So we have glue sticks, string, feather, scissors. And as we say here in that table, we have that this is the length in inches. So the glue sticks 2 inch, the string 4 inch, the feather 6 inch, and the scissors 4 inch. So of course, if you have different objects, the length would be different. And that's the number of inches. And over here, we put the line plot, we put a dot representing the measurement or the length for each object. We might be using different objects that what we have here.
Why do you think this is called a line plot? The data are recorded on a number line. The 2 dots above the 4 tell you that 2 objects are 4 inches long. What is the longest object?
So using the number line and the line plot, you can see easily that the glue sticks were the shorter, both string and the scissor were the same length, and the feather is the longest.
The feather is the longest object.
Now you know how to use a line plot to display data.
All right, so let's go to our guided practice. In your book, page 642, and see the examples we have. Use a ruler to measure each object in inches. Record each length in the table. That's the table we have here. Then make a line plot, show you each length on the line plot. So these are the objects that we're gonna measure it using your ruler. So the first one, the first crayon or the first object, it's 4 inches long. And then the second one, if you have your ruler, you will be using the inch part and you will record your data here or the information that you find. So I can see and assume that the green crayons are shorter than the red one, and it could be like 3 inches. But again, you're gonna have the accurate length or the measurement by using your measurement tape or ruler. So number 2, we need to record this data or this information in the table that we have. So we have the objects, so we have marker and crayons. The marker is the red marker, and the length of the marker in inch is 4. And then we have the crayons. Again, if we're gonna since we measure the marker in inches, so we need to measure the crayons also in inches. So your measurement, you will be using the ruler, using the measurement part. And now we have the line plot. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna record our information or data on the line plot over here. So this is the 4, that a small dot representing the marker, the red marker. And then we're gonna measure the green one. And then again, we're gonna put a dot to show us that this is the green marker. Okay. So I'll leave you to have fun with the rest of the activity. You need a ruler, and then we're gonna use this information or data and record it in your table. All right, that's it for today, second graders. Thank you. Hello, second grader. Welcome to a new math lesson. Please open your book, page 645. We're still learning about recording data and measuring using line plots. So let's start.
Measure the length of your shoe to the nearest inch. Then use your data and data from your class to make a line plot. Tell one thing you learned from the data.
All right, so you can have fun doing this activity and try to have different shoe size and measure it and use the inches, and also record your data using the line plots. So let's watch our video.
How can you organize large amounts of data? Let's find out. Some students measure their heights. They record the data in a table. Are there any patterns in the data?
You can make a line plot to look for patterns.
What do the numbers in the table represent?
Select your answer.
Okay, so in this table, we measuring the length of students, and these are their heights. So is it the number of the students or the heights of the students? The heights of the students.
The numbers represent the heights of the students. How is this table different from the tables you used in the last lesson? This table lists each student's height instead of listing the names of students and their heights. To make a line plot, draw a number line and write a title and labels to fit your data. Then place a dot in the line plot for each number in the table. A line plot helps you organize data. What do you notice about the data on the line plot?
All right, since we try to have this information and we need to organize it, so we know that the line plot will help me to do that. So I have my measurement. I know that the lowest height I have is 46, so I'm starting, and I know the highest was 51, so that's what I'm gonna go measuring and putting my numbers. So 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, and then I look for, let's say, 46 and see how many 46 do I have. So I'm gonna represent each number or each height of students in a dot, and seeing it now, I can tell easily that I have 2 kids or that their heights were 46 inch. I had 3 kids, their heights were 47. I had 4 children or 4 kids that their heights were 48, and I had 5 children that their heights were 49, and then I had 1 child, his heights or her heights were 50, and 1 is 51. So looking at this, information, I can tell that I got 5 children that their heights were 49 inch.
You can see that most of the students are 49 inches tall or less. Which height is the most common?
Select your answer.
So the height of most common means that we have the most. So when I look at my line plot, I can easily see that this is that number. So it's 49 inch.
The most common height is 49 inches. You know this because on the line plot, the number 49 has the most dots above it. Now you know how to use line plots to organize large amounts of data.
All right, let's go and see our guided practice. In your book, page 646. So use the table to make a line plot. Then use the line plot to answer each question. So this is the information I have. This is the data. I'm using centimeters, and this is my line plot. So first one is done for us. 4, that's the lowest number. And then this is the length of a feather. And then 9, as I look here, 9 is the highest number. So I'm putting down my information. 4, how many? So I have 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 4s. All right, let's go for number 5. So 5 centimeter, let's say I have 1, I have 2. So we have 2 feather with the length of 5 centimeters. So I'm gonna put 1 dot here and 1 dot here. Okay, let's go for number 6, 6 centimeters. So I'm seeing how many feathers, that length of it was 6 centimeters. So let's see the first column. I have 1 6, 2 3 4 5. So I need to put 5 dots. 1 2 3 4 5. Put 1 here. All right, 7 centimeters. Let's see how many feather with length of 7 centimeters. So I have 1 2. Look for my second column, nothing. Third column, I have 1. So total 3. I'm gonna put 3 dots represent the 3 feather with the length of 7 centimeters. 8. Let's see how many 8. Look at the first column, not 1 in the second column. Another 1 in the third column. So I get 2 feather with the length of 8 centimeters. And now we have 9. Let's see how many. 1 in the first column, and that's it. So 1 feather, the length of it was 9 centimeters. Now I have all the information on my line plot. Now let's answer the question we have. Question number 2. What is the most common feather length? So the most common feather length means the feather that get more than one plot. So let's count. I see that the feather that measure 4 length was only 3. The feather with the 5 centimeter was only 2, and then the feather that was 6 centimeters, I have the most, so it's 6 centimeter. All right, question number 3. What does the number line use the numbers 4 through 9? Why we use it the 4 through 9? Because that's what you look at. The feathers are starting, the lowest or the smallest or the shortest was 4, and the longest was 9. So we're writing this down, that the feather are from 4 centimeters to 9 centimeters long. That's why I started with 4, because that was the lowest number, and I stopped at 9 because that was the highest number. So we put this information here. Right. So I'll leave you with the rest of the activity. Second graders, have fun, enjoy it, and it's really fun activity on your book, page 647 and 648. That's it for today's lesson. Thank you.